Family, back with another download. Listen to this. You decide whether you're going to feel love or not. You decide whether you're going to keep your heart open or not. Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. Many times, family, we go through situations, all right, where we may experience pain, all right, and we may experience hurt, whether it be in a family situation, relationship situation, job situation, whatever it may be, all right? And you shift from feeling really great and feeling really alive and feeling really good about that situation to not feeling so good, all right? To not loving that environment, to not loving that person, to not enjoying that friendship, okay? It is because you've closed off your heart. You've blocked it. Love never leaves us. We are a loving, divine being. We are love. At the core, we're love. So we're never cut off from love until we block it. And we block it when we have placed an expectation over a connection, over an environment, over a job, whatever it is, career choices, your endeavors, whatever it is. When it goes left, you put up the block. The block is self-protection. Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. That's what moves you into conditional love. All right? I like this as long as it is doing this. That means you've limited yourself and what you can learn from that experience, because it has to be a certain way in order for you to experience it. Okay? And so then what happens is when it goes left and it doesn't do exactly what you want it to do or what you're expecting it to do, it's not that love leaves. It's not that aliveness leaves you. It doesn't leave you. You block it. You block it in self-protect, okay? You can move into a place where you'll always experience love, aliveness, enthusiasm, and excitement when you separate circumstances of life, circumstances of connections, circumstances of how people treat you or mistreat you. When you separate that from who you are at the core. I know I am love at the core, which means no matter who is here or who is not, okay? No matter what my career looks like or no matter what it does not look like, no matter what my endeavors produce, no matter what they don't produce, I am still love, okay? So nothing that I've dealt with, no trauma, no issue, no mistreatment, no misunderstanding, no misinterpretation of me in my life by anyone else or anything else causes me not to love. The times where I wasn't feeling love, it is because I'd blocked who I was at the core, who I am at the core. I know you're following me. Thank you, Holy Spirit. It is a revelation to know that it's not someone else's fault or another circumstance's fault that causes you not to feel love. All right? We are in control of whether we feel love or not, whether we feel the movement of love flowing through our being, whether we feel aliveness towards something. All right? It's okay to have healthy boundaries. You have the healthy boundaries in place because what you're putting out is, I do desire a certain thing, and there's nothing wrong with those desires, all right? But when you place undue or heavy expectation on something and it doesn't do what you need or what you expect, and then you shift your energy and you say, oh, well, I don't love that anymore. I used to like this person, I don't like them anymore. I'm not talking about abusive situations. I'm talking about When you walk into something expecting it to be a certain way, and because the person is showing up in their way, and you have not explored their way, you have not explored their way of thinking or their mode of being, you just set in your mind they have to be this way because it needs to look opposite of what I experienced in the past. Your past is dictating whether you're going to experience love or not. Okay? So when you learn to keep your heart open, many things you can do through your meditation, through your union with Holy Spirit, communing with Holy Spirit, you get used to that feeling of love. And then when things begin to happen in your life, teaching yourself, I don't need to shift away from my loving feeling because someone chooses not to be with me. I don't need to shift away from my loving feeling because this didn't work out the way I wanted it to. This business endeavor didn't do what I needed it to do. Or my expectations that were already unfair to begin with didn't pan out. You can remain in the place of feeling love. Because when you don't feel love, you're lost for energy. You feel low. It feels like you're in a dark place. It's hard to get out. But when you open your heart, consciously make that decision that no matter what I go through, I'm going to keep my heart open. I've gone through many things and I should close my heart, but why? I like feeling love. I like the feeling of love. I like being a loving individual. I love being compassionate. I love loving. And because I love loving and I know that I am love, I've made a decision that no matter what I go through, all right, I want to remain in that space. And every day I'm practicing that because I made a decision to feel it. Because you don't make me feel love. You being in my life that doesn't make me feel love. I'm feeling the love that I am before you get there. Everything having to be a certain way doesn't make me feel love. It's wonderful if it works out, but if it isn't, I'm still love. This is about knowing who you are, soul family. Thank you, Holy Spirit. At the core. At the core. So practice keeping your heart open. Rome wasn't built in a day. I say that all the time. You practice it every day. That no matter what happens, I want to remain in a place of aliveness and I want to feel. When you close yourself off to love, you close yourself off to life. And when you've been through enough things, you will realize the joy of experiencing life through an open heart. Every day is a day of exploration. You're either exploring yourself, or you're exploring your connection with another, or you're exploring your connection with the divine. Every day is an exploration, and you can live in that place of peace knowing that love can never be taken away from you because a circumstance changes. Okay? I'll see you on the next download. Toodles.